Good morning, everybody. Well, this is a little unexpected today. Didn't expect this today, and you guys are already blowing up the chat. I that's crazy. That's crazy. Today was supposed to be a Rumble exclusive. That's what it was supposed to be. I was all ready. I was like, it's my Rumble chat, you know? And so now you guys are incredible, man. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? My channel memberships still say inactive. It'll pop on in like 2 days. It'll pop on in like 2 days. I'm very I'm very grateful for everyone and the retweeting and but like okay. Oh my gosh, guys, holy crap. But you lean towards YouTube, says Texas Rose. I have the Rumble chat up, my friend. I have the Rumble chat up. And it's very nice when when you've been demonetized for something that you didn't um for something that you didn't do wrong, after you spend like, a long time building something up and they just rip it out. So Texas Rose is mad that I'm celebrating my monetization back. Like what why, dude? Why? Can I have one day, man? Do you know how much stress this put me through for 3 weeks? Can I have one day? Can I have one day? Which but it that brings me to the question is like he's like, that's why I don't love YouTube. I know I'll hush. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. I'm just kind of like I just kind of happy, like it's just kind of like anyway, I don't even know where to begin. Hold on. Jay, I assume you got no apology. Of course not. It's YouTube. And what are the chances of them doing it again? Extremely high. Very high. Very high. And I'm gonna go. I'll get everyone. Holy crap, guys! Thank you. And which means I'm wondering if like if I should just still keep to the to the new schedule, right? And just do a Rumble exclusive every Wednesday. A Rumble and Kick. I see Nerd Slap and Spider Unlimited all over the man. I've got to make Spider Unlimited a mod. I keep forgetting. You got to remind me. So that's gonna be the question. Like, are we still gonna keep building? are we s- we still gonna keep doing that? And shout out to Cole Hauser for the raid. Thank you guys so much. You guys are flooding in. This is insane. And so many of you made Rumble. So many of you guys made Rumble. Rumble memberships. So So we'll see. But what do you guys think? That's the thing. I'm just kind of reading like both chats, you know. So many freaking gifties over here, man. I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what to say. Keep the Wednesday Rumble stream and save all the risky topic clips for that. That's true. Texas, hey, you know what, brother? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Go for, rant away, brother. Rant away. Rant away. Um, say thank you and let's start the show. This is kind of like I'm reading like all the chats here, you know, like just trying to keep there's a lot to say, you know. Risky Hump Day Rumble exclusive. Keep the Wednesday Rumble stream and save all the risky. Yeah, we read that. Uh Welcome back, Jay. It only took YouTube a month to reverse their mistake on demonetizing your channel. You need 5 screens like Jeremy. I know. I know. It's thank you guys so much for giving, man. Seriously. It's crazy. Yeah, roast Tico like for days. It was it was a unique lesson, that's for sure. That I don't I think I need to be ready for next time. But I have a feeling like this poor channel this poor channel has been through it and like it's just, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But like just keep me informed. Like let me know. Just be like, should we just I think maybe we should. I think maybe I still should do a yeah. I will always have Rumble up and I really want to look into their studio to kind of make it make sense a little bit. And Kick is always, you know, a lesson learned. But remember, there was a time I was going to delete Rumble and Kick because I was like, no one's over there. So I was like, lesson learned, right? And then now, like with all this stuff happening, seeing more and more people make Rumble accounts and Kick accounts and all that stuff, all because of, I mean, I'm no one special, but it was like I said, the amount of people reaching out saying, "Hey, I need to set this up and have it ready to go." So, you know, it's uh it's a lesson learned for the future, you know. Absolutely branch out, make the switch. YouTube is a mess. And also there is I don't know if she's in the chat. I know Mo's in the chat, but there's a Rumble show that we want to do. Me and Wicked Virtue. I think we talked to Mo. If I didn't, I gotta let him know if he's available. I think we're gonna do like twice a month a Rumble and Kick exclusive show, but it's gonna be something completely different. It was like celebrity crime. Like a celebrity crime show. And like that way we could watch the videos, like the documentaries, and we could just do that on Rumble and watch the documentaries and like go over it and all that stuff. So I think that'd be pretty awesome. Nerd slap over. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, this was a huge lesson to not forsake things. And Mo could read super chats. The Meta Gala was a crime in fashion. Yeah. Yeah, I will have to this is a good month to like put all this together because of all the traveling, you know? I think the biggest so to me, like honestly, like the biggest fear in all this was the fact that uh and I still have it's really so this is what happens, right? So and I will get to everything, my goodness, man, even on Rumble, like Grapthar's hammer. I was just thinking of my favorite movie, The Shawshank Redemption. So it's perfect that you're back. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best thing, and no good thing ever dies. And Old Man Hatfield with the memberships over there. I so this was like it wasn't really, I wasn't like freaking out nervous. It was more of when they took all my channels away, right? They also told me that any money that was made has to be put on hold for 90 days. And so that's why I was like, all right, the money that we raised for Jason J and all that other stuff, it's like, dang. So they just put that in a vault. This is where it gets nasty, right? A lot of people they probably don't even talk about it. This is where they gets nasty. Um, you know, they're like, we're just gonna hold on to it and not release it, even though you already earned it. And then if you get remonetized, we'll release it again. So that was like probably my biggest nervousness. Like, dang, what about like all that other stuff? So then now that it's like been turned turned back on for now, if it turned back on for now, the I still have to like I still have to go into my YouTube AdSense account and redo all that stuff. And they have to mail me. It's bro, it's the dumbest thing. They have to mail me a pin. So if this ever happens to you, for some reason, if your appeal gets denied like mine did, they're gonna mail me something in the mail that I have to validate my new address because I moved, and they still hold the money until that form comes in the mail. It's still like some hoops to jump through, but it's the biggest hoop is like is over. So yeah. So with all that being said, I appreciate the love, guys. Holy crap. With all that being said, I still think that at least for this show, I think we should do like we should do some awesome Rumble and Kick stuff. And maybe that's just a night stream. Maybe we just like fire it up at night, you know, or maybe things like that. You know what I'm saying? I will get the gaming. I will get the gaming hooked up over on OBS, so like that's there as well. So we should be we should be good to go. They should put it in your Rumble wallet. Yeah. Let me answer. I will read and get to all these Rose Ticos, I promise. Graham, brother, you know I love you, man. Real talk, you were talking about doing a Rumble exclusive on Wednesdays, which is today, was supposed to be an exclusive. Yeah, you're back on YouTube because you got remonetized. Does that kind of say something? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So here are, man, I hope you guys don't get bored today. Just kind of like answering some questions. Um the the biggest difference is when the show is done, super chat's one thing, but when the show is done, the ad revenue from the show is huge. And that's something that Rumble doesn't offer yet. So does that make sense? So it's like when the show is finished, there's a rewatch club that rewatches it, and then you get paid by the AdSense, which is really nice. So, you know, like that's that was big. That's big. That's something that Rumble is still working on because they're a new company, and you know, Kick doesn't do that at all. Kick is literally a streaming service. So they're still kind of brand new, but you know, so that's some of the major differences. As far as like reach goes or anything, I really feel, other than like a few people, that if this show died on, if they deleted my YouTube channel and we just did Rumble and K, I think we'd be just fine. So Texas Rose, do you eventually get paid by Rumble sufficiently? No. No. So just for instance, when the streams are over on Rumble, I think I make 2 cents, 2 to 3 cents, which is it's better than nothing. Like, don't get me wrong. And so the main thing for Rumble is the Rumble rants. So that's the big thing. Now, what Rumble pushes is for me to read ads. So, you know, which like on over on YouTube, I could make upwards to $500 like a week on ad revenue alone. So that's the big difference of the game, but you know, that's some of the differences. Um does Kick use the same stuff as Twitch? No, I think they're just I think they made themselves to be a Twitch alternative. So um those are some of to tell you the truth. So here's how it works. So when you get a super chat from YouTube, right? They take 30%, but they let you on the platform, right? So that's their fee of letting you freely stream on the platform and make money and make ad revenue money afterwards and all that stuff. Rumble's split is a little different. It's a little less, but they have to make money too. Like let's be honest, Rumble has to make money as well. So of course everybody takes a piece of like the super chat, and that's fine. That's how it should be, right? They're letting you use their platform to build a community and business, and you know they want a little kickback from that, and that's hey, that's what that. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. The Kick is actually has the best ratio. Kick is they take 5% and you keep 95. That was their big draw for a lot of streamers. They would, so when you give a sub, It's a 95-5 split. There's problems with all three platforms, right? Of course, we've seen the problems with YouTube. They make a huge mistake and they just delete you from existence, right? So then there's that. Rumble Rumble is great because you get monetized on day one. The problem is they have no reach, which means they don't have an algorithm to be found. And mostly what they push as of today, mostly what they push is political talking stuff. So they Rumble started when a lot of like MAGA and stuff like that were kicked off of YouTube and they said come over here. So they built that platform. Like nothing wrong with that at all. So they have that. The problem is there's no they because they're like they pushed a lot of that stuff. They're not much in the search engine. YouTube has a massive advantage where, of course, Google owns them. So if you search like Star Wars The Mandalorian and you had a video that went really well, your video will be in the search engine so people can find you. So it's that's all I'm saying. It's like you find what works for you. You find what works for you. Sorry, I got upset. I don't like them cutting you up, bro. Texas Road, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. The one issue I had with Rumble, or that I have with Rumble, is that they gave contracts to people that don't care about Rumble, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I didn't think that was fair. They literally were like they should have invested in people that would care about their platform instead of like this whole multi-stream kind of thing. It's like, but that's their decision. It's not mine. Because I think if they had people that weren't on contract, would they be on Rumble doing their show? Does that make sense? So it's like if you're not paying me a contract, I'm not going to use your platform. That to me is a little snobby. But hey, man, get your bag, right? And to see some of these ridiculous contracts that they paid people to stream on their Rumble and their YouTube, it's like, come on, man. But I mean, again, that's their decision. You guys have been unbelievable. I appreciate your 2 cents, Graham, and I'm gonna take all that under consideration. Wicked virtues in the chat, and we mentioned it yesterday that we're probably gonna do a Rumble exclusive things. So keep hey, don't give me your 2 cents, give me your 50 cents. My recommendation on Wednesdays do a Rumble exclusive at the last hour of the stream. That way YouTube people can still catch the first hour. That's not a bad idea either. You know, Amanda should go into my Rumble chat and say hi so she could hit that one. Amanda was like, I'll start streaming on Rumble if I get past 1,000, if I get past 1,000 followers. So Amanda, you should go on Rumble right now and say hi. Type in hi in my chat from your Rumble account and people will follow you and you'll hit that 1,000. Nerdhurfer says, kind of like F&T used to do, although Jay may not need an extra hour on Rumble for the spicy stuff. That's not a bad idea. I do want to say though, I do want to say seriously, not to sound like a babbling fool over here. The amount of support that came in when all this happened was I couldn't believe it. And I will forever be grateful. There's Wicked right there. She even has a check mark. What is she doing? Follow her to get her to 1,000, right? I will forever be grateful because I did Amanda will tell you and Mo will tell you and everyone like I said, look, I think I'm gonna take May off and just figure out, what we do moving forward. It kind of sucked. I ain't gonna lie, but it's like you guys like came through like no one's business, and it was just and the community saw that, and people G and everybody, and they all saw it, and they all were just like they like you got something special over there that many people dream that they have, and it's that they wish they had. You know, I mean, look, there's a guy streaming right now, not at this moment. There's a guy that streams every single day to like 5,000 people, and he gets like zero super chats and zero support. Like it's like I don't know if those numbers are fake or what. He never built a community. He just pushed people away. And I've seen like when I was going through this whole Rumble thing, I watching people allegedly had 10,000 people 10,000 people like in their chat. No one gave like no one cared about it. It's like they just are putting a show, you know. Like Jeremy said last night in his chat, Rumble should have given contracts to Gary and Drinker instead of quartering and Dr. Disrespect. And because they're my friends, I don't want to sound biased, but I completely agree. Dr. Disrespect got like $2 million to stream on Rumble, but he's more into his YouTube audience. But I mean, again, good for him, like get your money. Wicked Virtue is past 1,000 followers on Rumble. Well, I guess that means we got to do the show, huh? Thank you guys for all the super chat, man. You guys are like, it's unbelievable. I said that 90 days really went back. It was 3 weeks. It wasn't 90 days. And that's why I freaking love like if you're part of the Patreon, it seems like everybody's getting the Rumble Radio. They like that. Maybe I do a second one that's just a specific Bible study. But I kind of added into the Rumble Radio a little bit. I don't know, but you guys seem to like that. So I like Wicked Virtue should have a contract at Rumble. Not 2 million. I mean, 2 million she'd probably flip for that, but you know. Look at Jed. Jed's here on Rumble says, "Can you guys get me past 100, please?" Can't they just click on your name? I have 50 more days to wait. What does that mean? Jill, what does that mean? Plenty of people deserve contracts here. Nurse Lab says, "Oh, I guess I'll say hi." Nurse Lab needs some followers too. He's just starting out. And Spider, all right, you guys, you guys are freaking insane. Anyway, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I had no idea what was going to happen because I saw way too many people get demonetized, and their whole community just left and went somewhere else. And I wasn't suggesting that you guys were doing that, but I just it was always a fear in the back of my head. Is like, why would people watch me anyway? Anyway, right? Texas Cam does not like X-Wing. I don't know why. Why don't you like X-Wing? Why are you calling him a homo? What's up with that? So yeah. Rumble Radio is awesome. You talking about Patriot Rebellion Radio, right? Mark Andre Ra says X-Wing is the man, even though he's gay. Oh, Jill is waiting to get remonetized too. Yeah. It won't let me post Wicked's link, I guess because I'm not a mod. Becoming a mod here is a little like it's really weird. I have to like do it live. I don't even know who's a mod here on Rumble, honestly. Ladybug is. Jay, don't be a homo. Ask dumb questions and get dumb. Okay, okay. All right, let me catch up here. Let me do this, and then Cole Hauser is also building his community. All right, hold on. Let me do this live. Let me do this live. Forget it. Let's just do this live. Cole Hauser, are you a mod on Kick? Let's do Kick first. My gosh, I have 500 people watching me bumble and stumble through this. Let me see what I can do here. This is gonna be ridiculous. All right, mods, access. Oh my. How do I make someone a mod? How does this work? How does this work? I see. I shouldn't be doing this live. Go to community. All right, here. I think I got it. Hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. I think I got it. All right, we're gonna do Cole Hauser first. This is for Kick. CO. I gotta make sure I spell his name right. And then we'll do Rumble after that. All right. Looks like Cole Hauser, regular. Did it work? Next is Spider. Freaking heck, man. Why can't you just click on the name and make them a mod? Like what? This is the worst live show in the history. Like, you guys are watching me make mods live while no wonder. I have no idea what's going on with my Rumble chat. I don't know if Cole Hauser got it, man. I might have gave it to somebody else. I got YouTube. I got to catch up. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare. Why does Cole Hauser's name not come up on Kick? Am I spelling it right with my dyslexic? Your name doesn't come up on Kick, Cole Hauser. I don't know why. Unless you might not have something turned on. You can click on his name. I did. It's not. Oh, you're already added? Bro, this is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. Why does your name not when I go to channel mods, your name is it Colehauser 01? Your name does not come up. Look, I'll show you. Oh my gosh. Sorry, everybody that's watching. They're like, what the freak am I watching today? What am I watching today? I'll show you. I type your name in and it doesn't come up to add. If only Jay was looking at my comments. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare. Jay, it's not going to work. Oh, it's not? I think he needs to have more followers actually. So everyone follow Colehauser on Kick. When he gets more followers, I could add him as a mod. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. All right, so he has to have more followers. All right. Shout out Wicked Virtue with the truth nugget, and we'll stop that. Well, Spider got one, and there's that. All right, what's next? Rumble? Who do we make a mod on Rumble? How about Donna? All right, let's do that. Freaking, what are we doing, man? We're doing this live, right? Why are people watching this show? Why? They're watching like retard. All right, do I go to account settings? Let's see. Moderation, monitors. All right. All right, Donna's got to talk. I got to find her. What's her name? Colehauser said, try me here. All right, hold on. Got to make Colehauser mod. He gets mad. He goes and tells the critical drinker not to bother you. Like, that's just what he does. All right. All right, Colehauser, you've received an email. Which one is Donna? Donna's got a weird name. A2, she should probably be a mod too. ATOO. My gosh, I do have a show today, but yeah, not Jeremy. Jeremy gets no mod status here. Donna Hall, I got it. All right, that's it. That's it. We'll get on with the show. I think that's it. I think that's it. For now. It might take you a day to be a mod. Oh my gosh, what a okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with this. Oh, Ronan, man. See, that's what happens. You can't make everybody happy. Is Nerd Slap not a mod? We'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll add a couple more. Sorry. Worst show ever. All right, let's get the party started. Misa Don came in hot with 10 gifted memberships back over on the Rebellion channel. Yo. Chris Caran says, let's go, man. The Rebellion lives. Elaine gifted 10 memberships over on the YouTube. Rumble also gave me like, where were we over there? It was like Old Man Hatfield. Did you not give me 5? I got to scroll up. Yes, he did. Old man Hatfield, it's a rose tea. We got 33 people watching on Kick. We got over 100 on Rumble. We got 300 here on YouTube. Thank you, Elaine. Life is good. We're going to win. We're all going to win together. Look at this retard. Freaking guy only gave 5. No rose for you. Nerf Herder for 50. Congrats on getting remonetized. No one stands in the way of the rebellion. Man, you got that right. Captain with 5. Mozamboni with 5. That's another 10 added to the. Watching Jay stream is like a 20-car pileup on the freeway. Thanks. Thanks for the love. Steel Ace is proud of you, JB. Blessing. Congrats. Let's go, baby. Christ is king. Always. Nishield does gaming. Came over here to show a little love with another. Do you feel the love yet, Jay? It's undeserved, man. It's undeserved. Every day I turn on this computer and like look at like Patreon. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I ain't got no million subscriber channel. I don't have like, you know, I'm not smart like Ryan. I don't know how to grift like Jeremy. You know, but we got this little group on the corner of the internet that people dream. They dream they had this type of community. I'll tell you that much. I love the fact that we growing in God together, that we are like having a good time, that you guys like some of the stuff that I put out on Patreon and everything. It's crazy. And I love the fact that I'm gonna try to meet all you guys, man. Like I said, going to LA, Carowinds, Savannah. Crazy. Is anybody here in the Oklahoma, OKC area? If anybody's in that area, let me know. I'm going to be there as well. It's going to be insane. The rebellion won't be televised, but it is remonetized. Granola Grin. X-Wing says, I need my $5 back. And then Nerf Herder says, here's $5. And then Frank, I almost called you Frank Castle. Gifted God 10. You guys are unbelievable. Blue Shell with a 5. Graham with a 20. Beetle with a 5. I lost count. Someone. Help me out. You guys are, gosh, you guys are freaking. I pray that no matter what, whether you believe or not, that God blesses you 100 times fold, because to come through on some schmuck like me, man. JW for 2. Good to see you back, Jay. Shout out, man. Good to see you got your monetized back. Thank you. Wyoming Sasquatch. Thank you, Graham. Unbelievable, man. Jay, the Lord provides. Always has. Beetle becomes re-ups his membership. Wicked does the same. I got Beatles 5. Chris Karan. I keep getting pop-up ads for Japanese dating sites in the chat screen. I blame Ryan for this. Have a great day. And deep breaths, Jay. Shout out. Wicked Virtue with 5 gifted memberships. You guys getting did I just see a big red fly through? What the freak? Are you guys getting sick of Rose? Spider Unlimited on the Kick side. He's like making that his home base, man. I got to give Spider the power just to run my kick, right? He also gave a subscription over there. Nerd Slap, they just like having a party. Maga Sandra re-ups her memberships. Welcome back, Jay. My 2 cents, if you want to do Rumble exclusive, do it as an extra stream. Don't take away 20% of each month's show from us that can't use Rumble. Yeah, I think yeah, well, I will. I'm gonna take like people just are messaging me now on Patreon about what they think would be best. So we'll take it all into consideration. I don't like her cannons for $1. Why not? Man, Raging when you get Raging Rhino to super chat, you know something's brewing in the air. Brian says, I just came here for the mispronunciations. I'm just here so I don't get fined by the Don. Kevin Cron re-ups. Always ghostly. Whew, that picture's rough. Six Scale Mafia. Well. Spearing with the gifty. Red Mage with a 10. Guys, I'm for Jay has a dream tax. Know me. Man, God bless you, Six Scale. Jeremy the Cyborg re-ups his membership. Shout out to you, brother. And look at this guy right here. Freaking heck, dude. Andrew, welcome back to monetization. Your handling of the recent challenges is a strong example of resilience and adversity management. Keep up the strong work. You will soon see the well-earned fruits of your labor. Keep the revolution strong. Freaking heck, Andrew. I think after today. Freaking heck, man. My man Bruce. Me and Bruce are putting together a Masters of the Universe movie party. Did we say we're gonna do it Friday or Saturday? I'll message you. Anyone in the Orlando, Tampa area? Look at Wicked. She's like, I got over 1,000 followers on here now. Now she has no choice. I don't know if Wicked would do stuff like this, but you ever see those girls that like put on their makeup while they're listening to a podcast and talk about it? She should do that on Rumble. She probably won't do that. That's not her thing, but she should do something like just talk about like her cosplays and stuff like that. People love that crap. Nerd Slap also gifted 2 subscriptions to Kick. I was on his channel the other day. We're going to get those dates out to the Masters of the Universe in Orlando. We'll be at City Walk, and then afterwards, we're going to either before or after, we're going to get a bunch of pizza. It's going to be Friday or Saturday, one of the two. We'll figure that out. Whatever's easiest for Bruce to get over here. We're going to have a friggin' awesome time. If it's just the two of us, then it'll be not gay, but it'll be awesome. I'm going to have my freaking sword, man, in the theater. So, yeah. McCock says, welcome back, boss, man. You're the best of us. Man. You're loved more than you know. That's for sure. And this guy, look at this guy right here dropping 20 like it's nothing. I'll see you in San Antonio, brother. Shout out, man. Nomi says, I'm currently listening to a podcast and putting on my makeup to go to work. Wicked should do that. I know she should. I think that would be awesome. I'm trying to see what she's saying over there. Nothing. She's keeping quiet. Now she's thinking. Guile says for 1,000 followers, I'll put on makeup. Thanks for the 5. Oh man, no. Still Sandstrom, Jay's a cutie. Hey, come on now. Jet says I really wish I could go. I wish too, man. It would be awesome. I can't wait to hang out with Bruce. The man is freaking funny. I'm like, Mo, drive down for the weekend. We'll put you up. Put you up. We'll all go watch Masters of the Universe together. Look at this guy. Holy crap. Thank you guys for the follow. Man, dude, I love days like today. Look at this. I started a music channel called Jeremy the Cyborg Music, rock, country, gospel, folks. I wrote it, then produced it with AI music. Bro, have some fun, man. That's awesome. Darth Jager says for 1,000 subs, I'll put makeup on Giles. X-Wing, you got to come, man. You got to come to the He-Man party. Let me see if I can get Beardo and all them. We all got to go. 6 Scale says I never use Rumble. Think I should try over there too. You want to know the man? This has just been a hangout today. Sorry. I'd love to. Colehausen needs to fly down just for the He-Man party. You want to know something, 6 Scale? And shout out to Texas Rose and others that have been on Rumble since day one. Big Z Video Games and all them. There was a point where I was like, man, nobody watches me on Rumble. Why do I even bother hooking that up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I was like that. I had like 10 people watching and then this happened to me. And because I had Rumble, everybody jumped over there and we're like, we got you, Jay. We got you. We got you. And so now it's like it taught me a valuable lesson. That one notification can change your life. You know what I'm saying? One notification. So it's like you should probably be ready. And I learned a valuable lesson and all that. It's like, yeah. Yeah. So I learned a valuable lesson not to I was looking at numbers, which was stupid. And I even tell myself that. Don't worry about the numbers, just do it. I didn't even listen to my own advice. I was looking at the numbers and I was like, oh man, the numbers are low. What's the point? Right? It's like, no, there is a point. And God Almighty slapped me on the back of the head. And he's like, hey, those people are just as important as the people that watch you on YouTube. Those people on Kick are just as important. Don't throw them away. Don't make them second best. So what? You only have 10, but you're going to need them eventually. You watch. You're going to need them. And sure enough, I was humbled. Of all people, they knocked down every single channel but the Drunk 3PO. And I was waiting for that day. I was like, they're taking them all down like dominoes, one right after another. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, if it wasn't for Rumble and Kick holding me up during those 3, I don't know what I would do. And so it's like, you know, I learned a valuable lesson. And, you know, even if this never happens on YouTube again, and you know, and I will not treat them like the redheaded stepchild. That's why their chat is up, you know. And I will not do that again. And I've encouraged everyone, Beardo and everyone else, is like, don't be stupid like me. Don't be stupid. Have something ready because you just never know. Like you just never know. I just wish that Streamlabs would or StreamYards would integrate the chat, but I think you could do that through their studio. So like we'll figure it out. So yeah. So forgive me for my Rumble people that have been there since day one, and I almost let you go. And then God was like, nah, you're not doing that. Stop it. Listen, like I love X-Wing and Beardo, but what happens when their channel disappears? They're not doing their thing, you know? I keep telling them. So you guys got to bully them, friggin' bully them to get on the other platforms. Oh, he says I go golfing. Yeah, right. You would be crying in the corner. Just or maybe that's God's telling you like get off the internet altogether. Anyway, major announcement. Major announcement. Freaking just hanging out. I can bully Beardo for you. If anyone can pull it off, it's definitely Ladybug. If anyone can pull off bullying X-Wing, it's Deborah Perkins. If you're here, Deborah, that's your job. Bully and boo that man. I have an announcement. This oh man, my life is gonna be this month is gonna be I'm already tired. If you live in the Oklahoma City area, well, let me get this off the screen. That's a QR code for the Patreon, by the way. Shut up, Mark. If you are planning on going to this con in Oklahoma City, I will be there. I will be with Hayden Christensen and with is he even on here? And Iman right here. The guy who played Ezra Bridger. I'll be working with them. Also, my friend Chris will be there. I won't be working with him, but I know him. Who else is gonna be there? Let me check the voice actors. Dana Snyder. Timothy Zahn is gonna be here, man. Let's see. Bob Hall. I've never been to Oklahoma City. The Flash will be there. Oh, and Paul. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Cheech and Chong is gonna be there. That'll be a party. I thought did they not announce it? I thought the cast of Daredevil is gonna be there. Maybe it's not. Maybe they didn't add it yet. Where's yeah. All right, so this is how this is oh my gosh. This is how this is gonna work. I will be driving to Savannah, Georgia for the 9 Line meetup and book signing. X-Wing will be there. Beardo will be there. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers will be there. Mo Zamboni, I think, is coming too. We're all gonna be there for the 2 hours in Savannah, hanging out with Nine Lines, signing Daughter's Revenge, all that stuff. I am doing a photo shoot that morning and then going into the meetup. Then listen to this crap. Yeah, it's such a tough life, right? Yeah, X-Wing will be there. It's gonna be cool. And there might be some surprises. I did talk to some people in this community. They're like, I'm thinking about going. I don't know. Kings might be there. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Kings might be there. Who knows? Like there could be a couple surprises. Anyway, it's just 2 hours. I don't know what they're doing after the meetup. If Kings is there, I bet X-Wing and Kings and all them, they'll probably go have dinner. I think Spider's gonna try to come. The signing ends at 6. Icanalist will be there. Listen to this. The signings. Jay's finally getting his Playgirl photo shoot. Bro, the fact that you want to see me in a Playgirl photo shoot, really, you're not beating the homosexual allegations. Yeah, that is really rough that you would come into my live stream literally just letting the world know that yes, I really am gay and I want to see Jay naked. That is disgusting. I am shocked that you would even post that. You should probably have kept that to yourself. No, I'm getting photos taken with a model. She goes by the name of Baby Yoda, not spelled Yoda, but Yota. You can find her on Instagram for Nine Line Apparel. So I will not be naked. Very beautiful woman. And I'm like, what the heck am I doing there? We were like the two biggest Nine Line representatives, I guess, of the year. So, you know. Anyway, he screwed up my story with that weirdness. Soon as the signing is done at 6, I'm going to the Savannah airport. And I gotta fly here. I gotta fly here for the week for Saturday and Sunday. Then I'm flying back to Savannah to get my car and then driving back to Orlando. What a crazy. I was trying to figure out if I could just drive to Oklahoma City, but I'd have to drive all night and then work all day. I'm like, yeah, I'll just fly. So Andrew's like, have you been working out? Yes. And I don't see no improvement. And I've been fasting. So if you happen to go to the GalaxyCon, I don't know how long I could literally see you. Like but let me know you'll be there because more than likely the when I'm at Amon's line, you could just come up and we can hang out for a little bit and talk for a little bit. Um More on this later. I do know like there might be some other people from the community that might be there. You're on the move a lot. I know, man. I'm tired. I'm like, what a crazy life. Leaving from a book signing to fly to do another signing and then coming back to a town that I don't live in, then flying back. So, oh, Emily Swallow is going to be there. She is a wonderful person. She is a wonderful person. Danny Glover's gonna be there. I wonder if I can get him to sign my like a Predator 2 thing. That'd be sick. And Superman will be there, Brandon. A couple Supermen are gonna be there. I bet they're gonna have a Superman. Bobcat Goldthwait is gonna be there. I didn't know he was still alive. Are you kidding me? I won't be flying first class for this one. I need a weekend off listening to. I'm telling you, man. I'm tired. I thought Bobcat Goldwyn passed away. Sorry. I bet they're gonna do a flash photo shoot. Who's Carlos? What was this guy in? Carlos Valdez. What was he in? Help me out here. Help me out here, chat. Who's he? I thought he was dead too. He was in Flash. Okay. Here's to your channels being reinstated and to my fiance being 20 weeks. The baby's still safe and doing good. Whew. Jay having a reverse Ripper moment. He's in the CW show. See, that's why I need like Wicked to be at all these events, man. Like I would need to figure because she knows all these people. I don't know. Candace, was that? I don't know this person. Paul Bettany's that'd be a cool. He seems like a nice guy. The fact that they got Hayden Christensen for 2 days is a shocker. Man, I'm gonna be tired. Whew. Chris Bartlett is such a great guy. It'll be nice to catch up. I don't know any of these other people. Kimberly J. Brown, who the heck is she? Best known for Marianne Piper in Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2. Oh. She was also in General Hospital. I don't know these people. Yes, he was in Master and Commander. Anyway, I will be there shortly. Bro, I'm tired just thinking about this. I'm flying in Friday night. I'll be there like 1 a.m., waking up early, doing my thing. Then Saturday, I'll probably crash and burn. Sunday, waking up, doing my thing. And then they got me on I think they got me on a flight Sunday night back to get my car. Sunday night and driving all through the night to go home. Like 7-hour drive. Whew. Debbie Reynolds was in that with her. Love that movie. Bruce, you guys see, you guys are smart. Halloween Town is a Disney Channel movie. It's actually decent. Before the dark times, huh? If the airlines go bankrupt, Jay will be stuck. That is why I wanted to see if I could drive, but it's 15 hours. If I didn't have the book signing, I was like, okay, if I left the book signing at 6 and drove to Oklahoma City, what time would I make it in? I was like, I'm not gonna make it. I could try. I can't do like a John Ambler could do it. John Ambler could do it easy. Dr. Butcher over on Rumble. I know he could do a 15-hour drive with no problem through the night. Some of you guys could do it without any problem. Jay gave a full-throated endorsement to Miss Swat. No, I did not. She's a really nice person. And what I think is really cool with her, like she spilled a lot of tea about the Mandalorian. The last time we hung out and went to dinner. Oh, Peter Weller. Is he on the list? There he is. RoboCop will be there. You're right. I didn't even see it. Oh, he's Dr. Peter Weller. Wow. Only one person from One Piece, Steve John Ward. Anyway, who the heck is Andy? What? Writer and director, best known for his work on Supercon, Archer, and Code Monkeys. I have no idea who that is. He's a puppeteer in the voice of Kermit the Frog in the Muppet franchise from 1990s to 2016. He did the voice of Beaker, Ernie. Hmm. Okay. All right, chat. For those that know, which one of these comic creators is like a crazy woke person from Marvel? Are they? Is any one of them? What a stream today. Like it was supposed to be something completely different. And then we'll be done. I'll move on. Cole Hauser got his mod on kick. I see it. I don't know. I'm just asking. Timothy Zahn, listen, I have much respect for him. He wrote one of the greatest Star Wars trilogies ever, The Thrawn, but then he rewrote it and changed it for Disney Star Wars. And I'm kind of like, why you do that, man? Why you do that? Ace Liberty says all of them, Jay. I'm just wondering if there's one on this list that hates like Eric Rippaverse, that like blocked him and talked trash about him. Because I want to go to his booth. I don't recognize any of them. Oh man, maybe this one. Hmm. It's usually old white men with glasses. Oh, he does the wrestling comics. I might be rocking the I might be rocking my Rippaverse shirt when I walk around. Co-creator and artist of Spider-Gwen, Wolverine and the X-Men, New Mutants, and Catwoman. Pink hair. Black Panther, Static Shock, Captain America, and Falcon, Deathstroke. I to tell you the truth, most of the people that do the comics, they don't really have a long line. Because comics ain't really like the big draw, but this one seems to have a lot. Bro, and listen, not trying to I'm not trying to be rude to these people or make like some kind of like political statement, but they and I'm not talking about all these people. Maybe it might be none of them. Might be absolutely none of them. There's a couple people from Marvel and DC. It's just like, um, I just want them to know, like, we're not afraid, Pretty soon, Achromatic Chronicles is going to be. I still got to sell though. It's going to be in all the stores. You're going to be able to walk into a Target or a Walmart and buy Achromatic Chronicles Blue. It's going to be in a library and stuff like that. So we belong in our own space, you know? So we'll see. It's going to be awesome. Daughter's Revenge, maybe. Maybe not the first round. Don't get overexcited. One book at a time. One book at a time. Maybe one of these days, Daughter's Revenge will. That'll be awesome. See, that's the thing too. This is the thing too. Like, we need to get like we've got people in our community. And Deb says, "Why did I pay for shipping?" Well, it's not going to happen tomorrow. We need to get like I know Wicked Virtue and there's a lot of others that do cosplay. Like we need to get them on these. We need to get them to take over this business, right? I don't know who any of these people are, but I guarantee if we announce that Wicked, I don't know if she's even here. Maybe if Wicked Virtue, who else is like Snarky J's another one. People show up for them. Fan groups and cars. Sorry, I went back on the website. There's going to be tattoo artists there. Nolan North canceled. Aw. All right, anyway, that's enough of that. Yes, you do. What are you waiting for? Listen to my podcast in the Rebellion Radio. Get started today. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I want to show you some. Where are we gonna start? Like right here. Some campaign ads. Man, my man Odyssey Run. I can't wait to get out there to you, brother. Odyssey Run, shout out for the 10. Cole Hauser says, I cosplay as a black man every day. And Cole Hauser also gave me like 50 kicks to the face with a skull. Spider Unlimited gifted a subscription over on Kick and Predon Corpse. Another triple kick. Look at you guys. Chris Coran with another 5 gifted memberships and Kevin Cron with another 5. I don't know what that total is, but holy. And I was supposed to show off my Transformers comics. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. The Universal Studios is selling Transformers comics. Oh man, they're freaking awesome. Cole Hauser. I might have to get you one. They're freaking awesome. They make the little G1 Transformer sound when you open it. It's so freaking cool. I'll send you a video, Cole, if you want me to pick that up for you. Katie Porter. Oh man, John says screw that. One more for the one more. Mid-Iowa Gamer says reposting in the #1 way to get the front page. It's easy to do. Shout out, man, over on Rumble. Look at this guy right here. The Planet Will for $50 says, welcome back, Jay. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Much love to you, man. Katie Porter drops shocking new campaign video featuring her most explosive moment. Bruce wants to know how much. I'll show it off tomorrow. Cole Hauser again with a 100 kicks. Him and Spider are owning kick right now. With honorable mention to Nerd Slap. Let's watch the full ad here. It's only 30 seconds.
I'm Katie Porter, and I'm not like most people who run for governor. I actually get what you're going through. A single mom of 3 kids, I know what it's like to push the shopping cart. My minivan has almost 200,000 miles. I have a grown kid who may soon be living on my couch. To give Californians what they need, it's going to take standing up to Donald Trump, calling out greedy corporations, and stepping on some toes along the way. Now, could you guys please get out of my shot?
Okay. #1, I will give her credit for leaning into the meme. That's the only credit. I will give her credit for that. You know, I'll give her credit because when you get caught doing something stupid, which she has done on a repeat, the best way to deal with it is to kind of lean into the meme. So that's where I'll give her credit. That's it. Holy crap. I am Ted. Hope you're feeling better today with all the love shown to you. Your fans love you, Jay. Bro, hey, you have no idea. You have no idea. And BMC CB with 20 gifted memberships. The Rose don't. And Bat Manuel is 100% correct. That meme showed you who she really is. That is my point. I will say so that's the only credit. Thank you so much for the 20. Holy crap. She's a horrible person.
Now, could you guys please get out of my shot?
I give her credit for that. That's it. But the rest of it, hold on. Let's see what we got here.
Most people who run for governor, I actually get what you're going through.
Hold on, let's see.
A single mom.
What does this say? Child care cost.
Mom of 3 kids. I know what it's like to push the
Too expensive. Okay. Here's the Gavin Newsom is your governor right now. You are in 100% support of Gavin Newsom. 100%. And now you make a campaign ad. Thank you, A Bonafide. Thank you, everyone. You made a campaign ad literally telling everyone how horrible California is. You literally supported Gavin Newsom in all that he's doing. And now you're literally saying it's too expensive to live here. Hold on, let me take the volume down. Let's see your signs. All right. Sky high gas prices. A house he can afford. Right? Free laundry. What the heck? I think that's a joke. And you know who they're blaming it on? Donald Trump. So you're telling the world that California is a mess. It costs too much. The gas is too high. There's not affordable childcare. No one can buy a home. Blah, blah, blah. You literally are saying everything that's wrong with California that was made by your current governor And you have the nerve to say it's Donald Trump's fault. And now we're doing the whole DEI, let's abolish ICE. I want a living wage, cheap green energy. Oh, dude, this is a nightmare, dude. She cannot win. I mean, holy Christmas. I have to admit the ad was funny. Okay, so where did my membership go? And that chick is a train wreck politically. Membership should kick back on in like 2 or 3 days. My man Ronan gifted a subscription over on Kick. Kick is kicking right now, man. Holy crap. Kohlhauser is correct on Kick. Said, what a clown. I think I can highlight that if I can find it. Yeah, he says, what a clown. She's literally, wait, it's such a good comment. Hold on. Maybe I can't. I have the Kick chat up, but anyway, he says she's not taking responsibility for what her party created. That is 100% correct. And they just blame Trump, which is ridiculous, but that's just all they have. They've got to lean into this base that they've created. Shout out Risk It, re-upping his membership. She went from Rancor to food-deprived Tauntaun with that. She went from Rancor to food-deprived Tauntaun with that neck. Bro. So she's going to get rid of guns. We're going to get rid of guns. We're going to get rid of ICE. You're going to end. Oh, man. What a mess that is going to be. Katie Porter for governor. I cannot believe these people do not why are
Katie, before we go, any other issues, blind spots that you think maybe not be getting enough attention that you think it's important for our audience to know?
Yeah, I mean, I would just mention 2 things. One, I've wanted to tell you this for a long time, but I came on Midas Touch a long time ago when I think when I first got ready to launch the campaign, and I've actually made a lot of references to the Midas Touch during this campaign. And what I always say to people is, I get this question about Donald Trump a lot, like what about Donald Trump? And I always say, have you guys heard of the Midas Touch? Like, what does that mean? And somebody will say, yeah, like you touch things and it turns to gold. And I always say, yeah, well, Donald Trump, he's got the shit touch. Everything he touches turns to shit. It's like,
you are not running for president of the United States. You are running to be the governor of California. But this is all they have, man. This is all they have.
It's like the opposite of the Midas Touch, and people always laugh about that. So
people always laugh about it.
That has been really fun to kind of use.
That's been really fun to say Donald Trump doesn't have the Midas Touch. It's been really fun to say that.
I will send you to Jesus.
Use that phrase a lot on the campaign trail. The last thing is I would just encourage people to get involved. Like, go to katieporter.com.
The fact that you are running against Donald Trump to be the governor of California should tell everyone how dumb she is.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
More good news from California.
ICE needs to get the out of California. My name is Maybe. I'm running for state senate in the heart of Los Angeles and East LA, and I will fight for human rights in the state legislature. I've been working with people experiencing homelessness for over a decade, volunteering at shelters, being the homelessness liaison for the neighborhood council, and now being the operations manager for the Neighborhood Homeless Coalition. I'm fighting to make California affordable, safe, and inclusive for all. Tuition-free college, healthcare for all, housing for all, renters' rights. We can have all of these things. We deserve all of these things. We're going up against some powerful special interest groups in this race, including the landlord lobby, fossil fuel companies, and even the leaders of AIPAC. This campaign only takes money from individuals, the people that we are going to be elected to represent, not foreign interest groups, not lobbyists, not corporate, anything. California has never had a trans or non-binary legislator, and that is far past time to change. Please donate to this campaign for human rights, justice, and equity today. Let's keep fascism out of California together.
How about new?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Okay.
Okay? Are you? Absolutely.
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends. Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. Damn!
What did we just watch? What was that?
You are either lying or you're stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
The fact that you put a the fact that you
I am the way and the truth and the life. And here's the kicker: no one comes to the Father except through me. Now, for centuries, for millennia, Christians have used those words as a proof text to do all kinds of awful things in the world, to punish people for not being Christian or not being their version of Christian, to punish or condemn people for all kinds of beautiful diversity that we see in the world, not to bless the world, but to condemn it. All kinds of awful things have come from those little words. Now, here's the thing. Before we even dive in, we have to get one thing straight. Jesus did not come into this world to preach and to teach a my way or the highway kind of religion. Absolutely not. And in every other one of the Gospels, people come to Jesus and they ask him point blank, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" And in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus' answer is this: follow the 10 commandments, love God, be an ethical person, do the right thing. And where the person who's asking, "How do I inherit eternal life?" follows up and says, "Well, who is my neighbor?" And he says, the person who is on the way to eternal life, the person who has got it, who loves God and loves their neighbor, it can even be a Samaritan, somebody who is not of our religion, not of our tribe, not of our ethnicity, and worships God in a completely different way. That person can inherit eternal life. So again, to make a claim that Jesus in the Gospel of John is now preaching and teaching this radically different message, that you have to follow God in a certain way, you have to say the Jesus prayer just like this, you have to be part of our tribe, or you have to be part of our faith, or you have to claim Jesus as your Lord and Savior, or you won't get into the kingdom of heaven, makes no sense.
I will send you to Jesus.
You can't be serious. This can't be real, dude. This can't be real. This can't be real. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is so outrageous. This is so ridiculous. This is so not of God. Listen, I know people watch me that don't believe in Jesus. And hey, man, that's your right. The Bible is very clear 100 times over, and it is not old way of thinking. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. No man shall come before the Father except through him. It's pretty self-explanatory. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that whoever believeth in him, Jesus, shall not perish, but have everlasting life. The fact that listen, white women, progressive white women are a doo-doo stain to the society of America. No offense to white women listening. You know I'm not talking about you. There is no greater threat to America than progressive white women. I don't care. There is no greater threat. She is literally talking to a church of people, letting them know that you don't have to believe in Jesus, that you can just find another way. That is like blasphemous, man. My heart breaks I'm not going to play anymore. There's nothing else to be played. You literally are wearing a cross. You have crosses in your church. You're talking about the Lord, and you have the nerve to tell everyone in your church that don't worry. My heart breaks for these women. This lady's about to die. And you're telling her that you don't have to worry about Jesus? There is a verse in the Bible. Man, this lady's half dead. Look at her face. There is a verse in the Bible. That's why I tip my hat to pastors and priests and all those things that are actually doing the right thing. I tip my hat because there's several verses in the Bible where Jesus, and they're saying, look, if you teach wrong, like you teaching like the wrong thing, you are like held extra accountable on the day of judgment. Like you are. That's why I'm like, don't ever come to me to tea. I don't want to be held. I don't want God to be like, Jay, you like taught this wrong here. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be held accountable for any of that stuff. What's really sad is that these progressive white women preachers are taking over that probably used to be thriving churches. And they come in this with this horrific message. You have got to be freaking kidding me. You're telling me that Jesus died on the... You have a freaking cross in your church, and you've got the nerve to say, don't listen to that old teaching. We got a new teaching now. And the verse that she's talking... Man, I don't want to make this to a big religious thing. The verse she's talking about, someone went to Jesus and said, tell me what the greatest commandment is. Hold on, I have to break this down. She's freaking lied. Hold on.
Do to inherit eternal life.
Oh, I got to break this down.
And in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus's answer is this: follow the 10 commandments, love God, be an ethical person.
That's not what...
The 10 commandments. Blank, teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life? And in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus's answer is this: follow the 10.
The person came to Jesus and said, Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus says, do you know the commandments? Do not murder, do not sin. And he listed off some commandments. And he said, yes, I know them. He goes, well, the greatest commandment is to love your Lord thy God with all of your heart, mind, and soul, but also love your neighbor as yourself. This is the greatest commandment. He did not say that that is what you have to do to be saved. He said that that is the greatest commandment. Jesus was trying to teach a group of people that was over. Jesus was trying to teach a group of Jewish people who was taught their entire existence to look down on certain people, such as Samaritans, Gentiles, Romans, things like that. He was trying to tell the Jewish people at the time, you are no better than everyone else. And these people are your neighbor. And you need to love them as much as you love themselves. And you need to stop looking down on them. He goes on to then tell a story that we've all heard, if you ever went to Sunday school, of the Good Samaritan. And he really throws mud in the eyes of the Jewish leaders of the time with that story, if you don't know. He talks about a Samaritan that was beaten up on a road by robbers. And the first person that sees him beaten up was a Jewish priest who snubbed his nose and said, oh, it's a Samaritan, I don't care, and walked on by. The next person to show up was another leader of the Jewish synagogue church who also saw the guy beat up and walked on by. The next person to show up was a Samaritan. I said a Samaritan was beat up. That was wrong. I'm getting heated up. The Samaritan saw the man that was beaten up, picked him up, tended to his wounds, took him to a hospital or hotel, and paid extra money to have this man be resolved. And Jesus was like, that Samaritan did more than what you guys do. And he just threw mud in the face of the Jewish leaders. And they hated that story because at the time, the Samaritans were looked down upon as nasty, ugly people by the Jewish people. That is the truth. I'm not trying to do any anti-Semitic or anti-Jew hate. That is the truth. And Jesus, who is a rabbi, who is Jewish, tells them, you treat these people like trash, but I'll tell you what, this guy here, he's better than all of you combined, even though you claim to be a teacher or some holy person or what like that. That was the point of this whole thing. That verse that she's saying, this was not a verse saying, hey, just do whatever you want. You don't need Jesus to go to heaven. This is the most unbelievable untruth where she has got a group of people manipulated by her. That's crazy. Jesus was trying to tell people, love the unlovable and help those in need. Don't look down upon them or think you're better than them. That was the whole lesson here. That's the whole lesson here. There are so many scriptures in the Bible where Jesus condemned the Jewish leaders saying stuff like, you put heavy weights on people that they cannot carry. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be leading people closer to me, to God, than putting heavy weights on them. It's in the book of Matthew. You can check, you can Google it. He's like, shame on you people for putting heavy weights on people. And what were the heavy weights? The Jewish religious leaders knew that people that weren't Jewish were trying to seek and find God, find a peace, find a, who do I worship? And they were being talked down upon, saying, you're unworthy, you're unclean, God will never love you, you're a sinner, you're this. And it put a heavy weight on them that these people lived their life saying, I am such a terrible person that no one could love me. And Jesus comes along and is like, shame on you for doing that to people who you should be loving. That is the purpose of these teachings. When Jesus started his ministry, he taught in the synagogue. He went to reach the Jewish people and the leaders because they had a leadership in that area. They governed, they ruled. A lot of the laws and stuff that Rome didn't mess up, they took from the religious, from the 10 Commandments, basically what was going on. And that's why it's so important. Like, we do not put heavy burdens on people by looking at them and tell them you're unworthy, you're disgusting, you're this, you're that, and that. And some of you guys have been living with those heavy burdens your whole life because you think you're so unworthy of the good things that should be happening to you. And it's so clear. And this freaking, I almost said it, I almost called her a bad word. This woman has the nerve to, like, she's literally doing the same thing. Someone find that scripture to me and put it in the chat, please. It's in Matthew. You put on heavy weights and burdens on people. Don't let the heaviness of people look at you and the burdens look at you with these big stones and say you are unworthy of a purpose, that you don't have a purpose, even in your old age and your young age, that you're not who you're supposed to be. There's certain things that you're supposed to accomplish in life. And there's always going to be people to tell you that you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Look at you. You're too poor. You're too old. You're too ugly. You're too this. You're too that. You're not good enough. You'll never do it. Don't listen to those people. They're doing exactly what Jesus said. They're putting heavy burdens on you. You got to carry that around and walk around with that crap and be like, well, I really wanted to write a book, but I guess I'm not worthy enough. I really wanted to do that. Man, don't listen to that bull crap. The worst thing that you have to do is you got to shake those people out of your system. I know some of them are family members. You got to shake those people out of your life, man. You will be a lot happier. They tie up heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on people's shoulders, but they themselves are not willing to move them with a finger. Thank you, Risk It. And I know some of you guys deal with that stuff on a regular basis. You're just not, that you're just too bad of a person, or that you've done too much wrong, or that, man, my life's a mess, Jay. You'll never know. Man, don't listen to that bull crap. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't wait, man. Take a step into your purpose, into something that you wanted to do. Don't freaking wait, man. And don't listen to these idiots. They're freaking everywhere. They're freaking everywhere. These freaking idiots are everywhere, man. Telling you what you can or cannot do with life. And that's what they want to do. They want to put heavy burdens on you to make you feel this way. And you're just kind of like, holy crap. Let me just carry this weight my whole life and be miserable because this person, I believed a lie that someone told me that I could never accomplish anything in life. Freaking crazy. And now you got these people like this. Look at it. It's all white people in there. Leading people astray. Oh, man, don't let Gothics come in here while I'm preaching a sermon. She's going to judge me. They tie up heavy, cumbersome loads and put them on other people's shoulders, but they themselves are not willing to lift a finger to move them.
Commandment.
I wish Gothics would do this on her show. I wish she'd take these clips and just rip these people to shreds, because no one can do it like her. And no one can do it like her. No one.
Love God. Be an ethical person.
No one could do it like her. I'd pay for that. I think she's got a little campaign or something going on, though, you know. Basically, Gothics, if you just got here, this woman preacher is telling people that she just totally totally basically saying all you got to do is love people and you'll get to heaven. Like, she's like, you don't need that Jesus. That's old time thinking. She's like, you don't need Jesus. Don't let the white man tell you that you don't need Jesus. That's old thinking. Went on a little bit of a rant there. Into the lake she goes. Whew. If she truly wanted to lean into it, she should have opened the ad with a pot of boiling potatoes being thrown at her. Welcome back, Jay. Andrew, sorry I missed this earlier. Thanks for giving me an excuse to do drugs today. Sorry about that. Congratulations on getting monetized again, Jay. Thank you. Welcome back, Jay. We missed you. Shout out. Crimson for 50. Don't get a chance to catch the show often. Just wanted to send a remonetization support tax. Much love. And my man Clyde for 5 over on Rumble with 5 gifted subscription memberships. Shout out. It's been this last hour of this show is one for the record books. It's not getting any better. Sorry, chat. Aaron Rose Phillip blames whiteness for lack of trans black disabled models on runway. Oh my. There's no way.
When I first started working, I was an anomaly to the industry. Arguably, in many ways today, really I still am. I think it's time to say the quiet part out loud. The fashion industry is unlikely to book or pay Black trans feminine and or physically disabled models to do runway, editorial, and or campaign because of an absence of whiteness. When I first started working, I was
I have watched 3 clips today and I am speechless. I never thought in a million years we would see the final boss to wokeness. Just when I thought we were a little bit over the hump, the final boss has appeared, and he, they, she, it is trying to recapture it all. I thought we cracked it open. And we were making strides. But darn you white people, because of you, we have a lack of what? Trans, Black, disabled models on the runway. My Lord Jesus, help us all with this one, because I know the world would be in a better place. I quit. The world would be in a better place if we had more trans, Black, crippled, cerebral palsy, Downs, gay, wheelchair. What if we had those on the runway modeling clothes that nobody in this chat probably would wear, because none of us, except maybe X-Wing, is a Black, trans, disabled, crippled model that needs clothes that fits that type of them. Did I get that right? I don't know what else to say. I really believe that this is the final boss. Once we get past this one, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Who doesn't want to barf when looking at models? I can't listen, for the love of all that's holy. Get that off the screen. We could have done an entire live stream on the, like, what the heck is Met Gala? I mean,
she's fine, guys.
why does she do that? What is she doing? Why does she do that jaw thing? Why? Hold on, X-Wing is Black, fooled me. Identifies as trans. Boy, Canlis is not having it today. He's angry. He even said a bad word earlier. She's doing her meme. I think out of everyone that's in Hollywood, I think she feels she's more relevant than she actually is. I think she's like, I am relevant. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's have a little laugh. This is pretty funny. Let's have a little laugh. We've seen a lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't have seen.
Hola, mi fellow Americanos. Es tu presidente favorito, your favorite president, and I just wanted to wish you a very happy Cinco de Porto. Feliz Cinco de Porto, the day we celebrate getting rid of the illegal alien, bad hombre animals who are hurting our country. They're hurting a lot of people in our country, and you look at the radical left Democrats, they want them to stay. They want to keep them. Like Hakeem Jeffries, we call him Peso Store Obama. He has a very small sombrero, tiny sombrero. I have the biggest and most beautiful sombrero in the history of the world. He has a very small.
Hold on, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. What did he call him? Peso?
Hakeem Jeffries, we call him Peso Store Obama. He has a very small sombrero,
Peso
tiny
Store.
sombrero. I have the biggest and most beautiful sombrero in the history of the world. He has a very
Peso
small
Store.
sombrero, and he's very embarrassed by it. It's very small, that much I can tell you. You look at the border, we've sealed up the border. They say to me, Senor, the border is so tight, it's tighter than Chris Christie's lap band. You know, he had a lap band. And he broke it. Nobody thought it was possible, but he had the lap band and he kept eating. And he snapped it. And he got very big. You look at him, he's a gas giant. We're looking at deploying Chris Christie into the Strait of Hormuz so he can gobble up all of the sea mines. They have the mines. He's going to gobble them up. We call him Snack Man. He's like Pac-Man, Waka Waka. He's going to gobble up all of the mines, you know, and fix the strait. We're also looking at deporting a very horrible person by the name of Ilhan Omar. She married her brother, which is a raw deal for the brother. It's a horrible deal having to be married to such a terrible person, but we're looking at sending her back to Somalia, which is a dump of a country, Somalia. So I hope you have a very happy and healthy Cinco de Porto. Remember to thank ICE. Remember to thank your border protection, because without a secure border, we don't have a country. God bless you. Feliz Cinco de Porto. And thank you for your attention to this matter.
We need a little laugh. It's crazy. What comes on at 10 o'clock that makes everybody leave? Like, we had like 400 plus. As soon as the 10 o'clock hour hit, everybody just boogied out. Congrats on getting your channels back. Appreciate it, Bob. Appreciate it. Yeah, we needed a good laugh. Apologies for showing. That last hour was rough, man. So we had the Ohio Benny Johnson goes live culture. Okay. So other people start waking up. I got it.
I have to hide it from the reporters. I don't want them to know who I voted for. Okay, buddy. Does it matter which side of them?
I mean, I guess they can take pictures of him, but it's like he's voting, right? Not supposed to like have cameras all up in his face, right? Rumble, God bless you, man. Kick, God bless you too, man. Thank you. Man, we had a little sermon, we had a little laugh, we had a little freak show.
He voted for the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy, which is a risky choice because he's got a loose tooth. So, it's a man of principle. Thank you all for working here.
Preacher J Tide, have a blessed day and congrats. You never know what you're gonna get with this show. I know a lot of people don't like the Bible talk. I think it's like I didn't come here for the Bible talk, Jay. I gotta be who I am, you know? Like I am who I am. Thank you, Jason. Vivek won every single county, in Ohio. His primary challenger didn't win a single county. The Disney earnings call is today, and they did really well. I don't think Vivek is going to win the governor, though, right? Hey, thanks, Power K, Greg. Shout out to you, man. Thank you guys over on Rumble, man. I don't think. I mean, I kind of figured he was going to win the primary, but like right here, look at all this. I got bookmark. I mean, it's Polymarket. What are you gonna do? Ohio primaries are today. Democrats are now projected to win the governor election. Who's the governor they have now? They have a Democratic governor in Ohio. Are they have a Democrat? You guys are getting ads on YouTube while I'm talking? There should be no ads on. Unless I got to go tweak something because they just turned it on. Are you guys getting ads on the YouTube side or the Rumble side? They have a Republican governor now. Okay. I got ads. Really? No ads on my side. No ads on YouTube. Yes, pop-up ads. Huh. So some are and some aren't. That's weird. Yeah, Jay, I get constant ads that interrupt the video and chat on YouTube. Wow. You guys think Vivek is going to win Ohio? I know Vivek isn't like I knew from day I knew Vivek is not a Christian, right? Like, and it's just Vivek is Vivek, right? Like I don't know. It's like I'd rather have him in than somebody else, but then it's like, could they not get somebody else? You know? It's like I don't know what I think about that, but I guess I'd rather have him in than a Democrat, right? It's also tiresome, isn't it? There's a clip of Vivek that was going around, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. I think I have it. Yeah, here it is here.
So I'll be very honest. It's not a hard question at all. So in our faith tradition, Jesus Christ is a son of God. I know that is different than saying he's the son of God. But that is my view of Jesus Christ. He's got our family. Do we worship in churches? Yes, we do. Is that compatible with our faith? Yes, it is. One true God in many forms.
That's a Hindu belief that Jesus is a son of God, but he's not the only son of God. That's a Hindu. I knew that from him a long time. Like I've known that. Like that's nothing new. And he's Indian, right?
So I'll be very honest. It's not a hard question at all. So in our faith tradition, Jesus Christ is a son of God. I know that is different than saying he's the son of God. But that is my view of Jesus Christ. He's got our family. Do we worship in churches? Yes, we do. Is that compatible with our faith? Yes, it is. One true God in many forms. So that's different, and I understand that.
That is different. The only way to heaven is through Jesus Christ.
I think that is the path. That is a path to heaven is the way we look at it. But belief in God is what we say. Yeah. Belief in the one true God. That's the way I look at it. So I'll be very honest.
There's Bruce's man right there, man. James Fishback. There's James Fishback. Yeah, I don't believe in his statement at all. I don't believe in it at all. I think it's wrong. I think it's very wrong. Bruce loves James. Bruce might convince me to vote for James Fishback. He might convince me. I don't know. I'm still on the Byron Donalds bandwagon right now. but I could change. I could change. That's kind of my stance, Mark. I kind of listen, man. The amount of politicians that say that they're a Christian and we know that they're not a Christian, like the amount that like that are just doing it for votes. So for me, the fact that he is honest about what he believes and he didn't change when this gentleman asked him a question, he could have literally said, yes, you're right. Amen. God bless you, brother. Right. He could have just said that and kept it moving. But the fact that he stood his ground on his belief, his personal belief, I respect it. I respect it for that. Because he probably knew he would get pushback, with a statement like that, which he is. But for that, I kind of respect it. At least people tell us who they are, right? Like that's the thing. At least they tell us who they are. That's just me. You don't have to agree with me on that. You don't have to agree whatsoever. But that's just me. The Disney earnings report came out, and it is exactly how I predicted it. Exactly. That the Vex belief system is Hindu. Like Hindus believe that Jesus is a son of God. Like that's what I've read that they do, but they also believe that there are many gods. That is a Hindu belief system. So, politician, hey, don't get mad at other people in the chat if they have a different belief. We're all here like talking, and that's the beauty of this show. It's like you can disagree with me or disagree with somebody else, but don't make fun of somebody else for disagreeing with you, right? Right? They believe he is a son of God, but not God. Correct. Jose Taco, correct. Which I totally disagree with. There's only one way to heaven. That's my belief. This shifting gears over here to Disney's earnings. It is. Jay, did you miss my Rumble rant? I might have. I'm sorry. I might have when I was preaching there. Like I got a little heated. Jose says Rob Schneider called out Gavin on blocking a bill to audit $20 billion in homeless in California. It passed the House and Senate unanimously, but he blocked it. Wow. I did not know that. I tried to tell everybody for 2 years now that in the theme parks, Disney had one goal, was to get attendance down and make more money. That they wanted to outprice the poor and middle America and just have people with a lot of money to go to the parks. And they are doing that. Theme park attendance down, but revenue hits record high in Disney's first quarter under Josh D'Amaro. That I knew that was coming. There has been multiple reports that this is what they were trying to do. Get the attendance down so people with money will spend more money in the park to have a better experience. I have been screaming at Pro. I've been screaming at Jonas. I'm telling you, I was like, the theme park attendance is going to be down, but they're going to make more money. I've been telling them this for 2 years. Nobody wants to believe me. Nobody. Jay was right again. Was right again. They wanted to make videos that the park is empty and they're losing money. And I was like, they're not. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And the only reason why I know that is Chapek, he came out. He came out and literally said that that was their plan. And I'm like, they came out and said that that was the plan. Hey, why aren't you people listening? And they're doing exactly that. You know. And all those people are like, look at the stock, Jay. Their stock is tumbling. It's below 100. Look at the stock. I'm like, will you guys just listen to me? Yeah, it's up $10. I'm trying to tell people the truth. Don't gaslight people. Don't tell them that the company's failing. I'm like, I'm telling you, like, this is like, I knew this was going to happen. Jay is a Disney shill. No, I just speak the truth, and I'm sorry that you're too dumb enough to see it, Randy. Oh, you know, I love you, brother. We don't want average people at the park. We want rich people. 100%. I have been screaming that from day one. That's why they keep raising ticket prices. That's why it's ridiculous to go. That's why these people are like, I spent $10,000 taking my family to Disney. That's exactly what they want. The parks are too crowded. They know that when rich people come to the parks, they're not going to have a good time, and they're going to go somewhere else. So they're like, let's just get the rich people in. They'll buy the food. They'll buy the merch for the kids. They'll spend money at the restaurants. They'll do all this stuff. Let's just get the rich people in. They'll spend a lot more money, and everything will go up. And I said, that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing this. Trust me. You guys say the park's empty. That they got this plan, this weird plan. It's a disastrous plan. If I could be honest, it is a disastrous plan for short-term spikes. But I've been saying that's what's happening. And I'm like, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. When it all starts going up, right back at you, Randy. Right back at you, brother. Don't be surprised. I hate to tell you this, Choo Choo. Universal is doing is kind of doing the same thing. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Universal Halloween Horror Night ticket that used to be $300 is almost it's close to $1,000 this year. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, Jed is right. Universal's kind of doing the same thing. Jed is 100% correct. I like Universal a lot. I mean, Ryan still goes, all that stuff. All these people were like, the stock is going to be under 100. And I'm like, I text Valiant. I was like, I think you're wrong, but I could be wrong. I'm not wrong. There's no way to spin it. It's exactly what they're doing. Freaking Zwanny coming in hot. Jay likes Disney better without all the pores. The honest truth is, if I didn't live next door and we weren't doing this thing with park hopping, I wouldn't be at Disney as much as I do. The annual pass. And that goes for Universal too. The annual pass. Listen, with the annual pass, I got in, like, grandfathered in. It's like it's $1,000. I don't have to pay for parking. I don't pay for you go in, like, you do your videos, you do your thing, and you leave. You don't have to spend a dime when you're there. Pays for itself in 3 visits. Welcome back, Jay. I've been lurking, but had to jump in and congratulate you. I love your streams because you're not afraid to talk about religious things and all other things too. Keep preaching when necessary, brother. Justice for Jay Zwani with a $100 donation.
Thank you.
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 I'm blown away by the support. Annual pass is a write-off. Yeah. I know we got a little overtime here. It's 10:30. I would be a SeaWorld person if that's all I would do. Theme park attendance down, but revenue hits records high in Disney's first quarter under Josh D'Amaro. Streaming income explodes by 88%. The company achieved revenue of $25 billion, up 7%. That's crazy, dude. Beating the estimates. Disney Entertainment climbed 10%, excuse me, to 11 billion while operating income went. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think it was going to do that good. I'm not trying to shield for Disney. I'm just saying I knew this was coming. I try to tell everyone that's coming. This is what they've been trying to do. It's a terrible business model. It is a horrific business model, and it won't last if you just cater to the rich. It is a horrific business model. Because rich people aren't really return customers. You know what I mean? Rich people are not these Disney adults, right? They'll do Disney once or twice and spend a ton of money and they'll get it, but it's not like look. This is Disney, this is insanity right here. This is insanity. This is here in Orlando. These folks lined up overnight last night at Disney Springs and slept in the parking lot, garage floor, for a pin release today. A pin. A pin. Do I have a pin on my desk? No. I have pins. A freaking pin. I have a pin. A pin. This thing right here. It's not even as big as my thumb. They slept in the parking lot waiting for a Disney pin. Yo, are you in? That's insane, man. Winter air and mountain rain. No, it's not for free. They had to pay for it. I'd do that. There you go. That's some hardcore fan. Again, listen, Disney adults get a lot of crap. And we can laugh at some of them sometimes, you know? If you ain't, you know, if you're not hurting anybody or breaking the law, I don't care. I don't care. We could laugh at you. People laugh at me for doing dumb stuff. We could laugh at each other. You could say the same thing about people that spend money at sporting events, I guess, or like concerts or whatever. It's, you know. I'm at that thing. It's like, if you ain't hurting nobody, you're not breaking the law. Whatever. Hmm. People do the same thing for Pokemon cards and video game releases. You know, they spend the night. I spent the night 3 nights for episode 1 tickets. So who am I to judge people spend the night? Right? I mean, it is what it is, man. We can laugh at them. People can laugh at me. We can laugh at each other. But yeah, I spent 3 nights, you know. South Korea just debuted its first robot monk, a humanoid named Gabby, that participated in a sacred Buddhist initiation ceremony in Seoul. This is insane. They have a robot monk. What are we doing?
로봇 행전은 합당한 채로 예 귀하겠습니다. 라고 대답하시길 바라겠습니다. 예 귀하겠습니다.
What? I spent all day until midnight waiting for the PS2 release back in the day. I respect it. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I could show it and be like, doesn't that sound crazy? But then when you think about it, I'm like, I spent the night too for tickets, so I'm not mad at them. Yeah, everyone deserves a hobby that brings them joy and relaxation. Some people cringe when I tell them that I play video games to relax. I mean, what are you going to do, you know? There's always articles that come out that are like, men that play video games are the most unattractive, ugly people on the planet. And you're like, what? This is...
인사하네요. 다비스님 환영합니다.
I don't even know what to think about this.
로봇 행전은
Robot
합당한
monk,
채로
please reply.
예 귀하겠습니다.
I will devote
라고
myself.
대답하시길 바라겠습니다. 예 귀하겠습니다.
인사하네요. 다비스님 환영.
I don't know what. I feel like we're all trying to normalize robots living among us. Did we not see iRobot? Did we not see the Terminator? They're forcing us to comply. Do we not see this stuff? Religion requires belief and faith. Is this what's happening today? Hey, look, robots are in our society. You better deal with it. You know what the problem is, man? The problem? These robots will start being our teachers and our preachers. Hopefully not in my lifetime. Hopefully. But then when you see like that crazy woman preacher, you're kind of like, I'd rather listen to the the AI robot than her. Guys, it is 2026. We are in a world of driverless cars, robots that are being blessed in religious ceremonies. AI is canceling tons of jobs. Pretty soon, you'll be able to type in anything and make videos and books and anything you want. I mean, what a crazy time to be alive. And I thought Zach Morris with his cell phone on Saved by the Bell, it wouldn't get any better than that. I thought the T-Mobile Sidekick cell phone We've reached peak technology. Nothing will be better than that T-Mobile Sidekick. The coolest phone I ever had. Oh, look who's in my chat. One of the sweetest women I have ever known. When you had a T-Mobile Sidekick, it was like, that's peak, man. Nothing's better. You went back, you played SOCOM. I don't know what this is. Look at. Hold on. I got to play this video. She's probably not even here, but when she posted this, I was like, oh, no. I was like, we've reached peak technology. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. What a crazy time. We've also reached peak stupidity. Disney guest jumps out of Kilimanjaro safari trucks to pee in the bushes. I had to. If you don't know what this is a ride at Animal Kingdom. Well, I'm going to talk about this on Daily tomorrow. If you don't know what this is, Kilimanjaro Safari, you're on a truck and you drive through a zoo with animals that could literally kill you. There are people that have lost their cell phone on this ride and they got out to get their phone. Permanently banned forever. Bruce says nasty. He's like, but I understand if you gotta go. I'll have to read the article to see if he got permanently banned. But are you insane, bro? He could have been killed. And you did it in front of all those people that were riding? Bro, how do you jump out of a moving car and just say, hold on a second, I can't hold it anymore? Yes, when you got to go, you got to go. At least he didn't do a number 2. Imagine seeing that on the ride. Over here, we have a black male marking his territory right in front of the jackals and the wildebeest. Here's a hint. Here's a free tip for all theme parks. All theme parks. If you are stuck in line for a long time and you gotta go, you are allowed to leave and keep your place in line and use the restroom and come back. You let the cast member know or team member, I gotta go. They will hold your place in line. It is a courtesy. That's a free tip. This has been a heck of a show today. Started off a little wonky, but you know, Spencer Pratt. We're going to end on this. We did a lot of campaign ads. Spencer Pratt, LA, running for mayor, Republican. Drop this.
Please, I'm begging you. There's homeless drug addicts in front of the schools. My children aren't safe.
Look, if you were a transgender migrant, I could get you a free pussy.
Let's move the drug addicts closer.
Bass already solved crime. I endorse her.
Next!
Please, I just want to rebuild my home. It's been over a year.
Look.
This is a machine. If we want to burn this town to the ground, pull through that!
That's crazy work, man. Yeah, I think it's AI music. I think we'll be okay. Is that not AI music? I'm sure Ride's not working from one day to another. Okay, starting a fire and continued sewage problems will keep the rich coming back to Disney. You're correct, old Renaissance boomer. That's copyrighted music. Well, that's how we're going to end the show today. Thank you guys. We went really long. Thank you guys for being on Rumble and Kick, and we're gonna work through the schedule. We're gonna make the best schedule. Please be patient as I get through May, and I really hope that a lot of you will come to some of the meetups. Me and Bruce are gonna plan the Masters of the Universe, and I'll be in Georgia. I'm gonna be in LA. All that stuff is in the Patreon. It's free. You can sign up for the Patreon for free to check out all those announcements with the addresses and the times and all that stuff. It's a great way to stay informed. A lot of meetups happening. Then it's like, take care, Zwani, Cole Hauser, Ronan, Bruce. We're gonna do Friday. All right, we'll link up and put it all together. There's also the Rebel Radio for those people that are like sponsoring and stuff. It's pretty awesome. And then we got June and July, man. I plan on being at Kings Island, Kings Dominion, Hershey Park, San Antonio, Dallas, Miami. There's a lot of stuff happening, man. But as soon as I get the information, I'll try to get it to you. But May's going to be crazy. So the streaming schedule is going to be wonky. All right. It's going to be, I'm going to do my very best, but it's going to be wonky. It's going to be wonky. Nerd Slap says, who we rating? Okay. Next time, Nerd Slap, I'm going to put you in charge of moving forward. We'll start tomorrow. And on Rumble, I'm going to let you guys tell me who I should raid every time before we leave. Yes, I will be in Toronto for the oh man, it's going to be a lot. And I think me and Cole Hauser might be back in we might. I think it's a good chance we might be back in Times Square for like a day. Cuz I might be taking the train to Toronto. And we're going to stop in Times Square to hang out if anybody wants to go to that crazy place. I'm just going to go to the old churches. So there's so much. American Dreamer says we learned we're learning so much. I don't know. Yeah, if it's open. But it's a lot of planning. This is a crazy year. It's a crazy year. I am putting together a religious stream with like pastors and priests and Christians. We will be watching The Chosen in my Patreon group on Sundays. We're putting it all together. I am going to be in the next few weeks. I am going to be asking for only a few, even though a lot of people might ask, a few test readers for the next Achromatic Chronicles book. Just to kind of go through the story and see if it flows well. It's the novelizations, you have to sign an NDA and all that stuff like that. And me and X-Wing are working on Daughter's Revenge 2 and 3. It's going to have a different title. It's a lot going on, man, but it's a good thing. God is good. You guys, I wouldn't be here without any one of you guys. Any one of you guys. None of you guys. I wouldn't be able to do this. So I hope that we are I hope when I do these meetups that if you're in the area that you come hang out. So Carowinds, Savannah, Georgia, Los Angeles, Universal Studios. A lot of it's going to be around theme parks because I just love theme parks. Oklahoma City, Galaxy Fan Expo. I might be at the Florida Con in Miami. The Transformers Con in Toronto. It's a lot. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Are freaking amazing in my life, and it is a dream. You guys have made my dreams come true. So let's do an awesome year before AI takes us all over, right? All right, I'm hitting the red button. I'm out. I love you guys.